Hey, boys and girls, guns and roses. This is your boy Desert Fox coming at you again with another Wargame Red Dragoon. We are continuing with our Blitz series, and I wanted to pick a larger map. Um, Last one we played, I think, was like Luzon Harbor or something like that. We did run NATO Impact on that. It took about one, I think, was like 9, the other one was like 7 minutes, something like that. But the same thing applies. We want to push on the enemy, search and destroy, but get to destroying him as fast as possible. And the best way to do that is the Blitzkrieg. So of course we got to take some artillery, and we've got to take some air power. I haven't really been using the air power too much, but on this map it is appropriate. These Haltigens, however you say that, I don't know if I pronounce it. They come in fast, 1,200 kilometers per hour. So you need that on a map like this because the battle develops quickly. This is a larger map, but I want you to notice something. Just because it has long roads, this over here is a infantry fight. So we might be blitzing with tanks on one side and using infantry and hot command tactics to take that side. So in lieu of that, we're going to call out the Dark Horse, see if we can get some positional authority on the enemy, and then we'll follow them up with some green jacket boys and some SAS. They need some kind of air protection, or giving the enemy some think twice before you just fly your choppers over us kind of vibes, right? Also, we want early warning and maybe early position, so we'll use some tag. And I really like this combo, right? You've got basically 5 javelins here, and then this guy has 6. So if every single one of these fire and forget missiles hit the enemy, you can potentially take out 11 units, 11 tanks, 11 armored units. That's pretty good. And we just took 2 of them. So the potential to take out armored units is 22 armored units. Right. Most full components, when you like load up everyone, even in the armor deck, on the average it's probably like 28 to, and then on the high side maybe 35 to 40, right? So this component alone, if used correctly, can deal a lot of damage to the enemy. And that's if, of course, they're getting maximum kills. Because of the range of the map, we are going to take our longer range units accompanied by our heavier meteor tanks in the fort, and the longer range units basically running as fire support, like armored fire support, if that makes sense, on the wings. I really like that because if the enemy attacks you on the wings, they have to deal. You get first hit because these guys have longer range. Of course, in the environmental aspects work in your favor or against as it would normal. So in buildings, it's not going to work as much. All right, so I think we're good to go. Let's launch this puppy, baby. Now we do want to see what's coming, so we need to put our Comanche out there, but we're going to get our Hilo unit out this way. We do have this one Comanche to kind of intercept any choppers. So because it's so large, we're going to actually take a couple Cobras out that way. And then we'll bring in a command chopper for there, just so we start getting some points. So Comanche needs to go fly forward pretty quickly. If the enemy's coming, that's when we'll start setting up and micro deploying our units. But until then, we don't really need to worry about it. Where my dark horse is at. So I'm gonna tell you guys to kind of set up right there. You links are gonna set up behind them, and we're gonna start advancing on the enemy. There's the enemy. That's a tank. So hopefully they stay hidden, but they get a recon right there. So we'll start setting up here and advance on the enemy. I do not want to just advance down that way and get lit up. So the light riflemen, I know you guys are getting in buildings. And Dark Horse, everybody drop, and SAS drop, and we'll have them fan out and do their stuff. So we'll give them fire advance orders, and he's gonna try to keep the rogue dominated. But anything that comes out of there is gonna get popped by these javelin units. So they're gonna go out wide and see if they can scope. And then over here, we need to go ahead and get our guys in ambushing position to kind of punch at anything that comes our way. We're kind of fanning out there a little bit, and we'll have those SAS kind of loop around and do what they do. So the way I set my guys up, I try to get them in a formation so that I don't have to micro them as much. Delta Force pop in command vehicle there. He's gonna stay there. Kill in the building, nobody. That's what he's doing. And that way we're trying to deny the enemy a golf. There is a call-in point, so because the enemy has that point, we're gonna match him, just so that we can not have our guys overwhelmed. Actually, draw a line right there. We're gonna have you draw a line. Maybe he gets upside jump. SAS are doing their job, and the Delta Force are doing their job of really laying down some long-range fire. If you notice, we have taken like half the map already, so it's only a matter of time. But our infantry keeps advancing. Over here, we might call in as our command vehicle gets over to Bravo, just kind of darting over there. We might call in some fasty rollier units. What I mean by fasty rolling, I'm talking about heavy mobility. Have these guys advance, but we're continuing to advance in enemy. So in good order, they've lost 800 points, and we are continuing to advance. This is good, boys. Giving them orders. We're going to tell them to go this way. Following. So our ATGM units, we're just going to continue to tell them to advance forward on the right wing and take command vehicles and such. But I'm afraid that hope the enemy doesn't start launching a whole bunch of tanks from there. He does have a chopper there. This wing. I'm kind of afraid of this force here. I might have guys, so I'm going to send my recon forward. We are advancing pretty far and fast. So to support those guys on the right hand side, we're going to call in couple tanks here to get some tank support. And here's the enemy. We will fire our MLRS and bring some long range fire on the enemy. Let's see, our Abrams on the wings are going to provide long range support. Now they do have yes, need to support these tanks. Have him over here. We got a lot of tanks, but they're gonna get double enveloped here from these leopards and these javelins shooting them on the left. So please stop, please. Of course, he's gonna attack the marksman, but he's taking a lot of damage from our guys. So we've already pushed on so this is what I was afraid of. All these tanks here, there they are. But our infantry will do their job, followed on by some other infantry. Let's see, can we leapfrog them forward? Yeah, we can. So the Delta Force is going to cover them as they move forward. Hopefully, they can make it. Supported by that chopper. And if we wanted to, a longer play, as long as the enemy is, we're going to give our units the orders to advance as long as they don't have a whole bunch of resistance. We always want to advance into places of low resistance. This is high resistance, but I think we can get battle here because he's moving forward, but this Delta Force is covering for him. So we're going to take cover in that. But these guys are also leapfrogging forward, covered by these Delta Force, so it might be a sticky situation, but I think our guys can handle it. And they're covered by the chopper. with some T-64s coming, and our leopards are going to, catch them on the bridge. So we are going to already right there. Maybe we'll catch these guys slipping. But our Abrams are going to go ahead and cross the river with some striker support and some flat gun support. These guys are almost out of missiles. Get our SAS in there. Maybe we can pincer him. And our Abrams support is coming. So maybe we can cut off the enemy there. Well, actually, we'll bring some mobile gun support too. Boom and boom. SAS, do your stuff, baby. So now that the SARs are here, we're going to leapfrog our other units forward and have our Cobra hopefully do what he does best. And that is support our units. We got some rocket units, so we'll bring them up. And what is this? Green jacket, green jacket. I don't need those to be back here. Alright, so now that we've got these guys over here, these guys are going to actually cross over. The light riflemen are going to stay at this road in case we get some enemies coming that way. We've got our Patriot right here with one missile, but that's enough to pop anything that comes out at point range. There, the SAS is there. The Delta Force is going to support them. And you've got the Delta Force there. We're going to give them weapons release, and we're going to, hope. Are we getting hit here? Close to it. Almost hit that guy. So, because they have a large component of tanks, we will launch some. These Comanches just letting it rip, man. Sheesh. They're effectively cut off, so they're going to get side-shotted. So we're going to advance our units that way. These SAS Heavy are going to try to pop those T-64. And these Delta Force should be able to hit them. They're just out of range. Go figure. But what we can do is drop some bombs on them. Do we have any more missiles? We got some missiles. And we've got some of these guys right here. So I don't know if we took out the enemy CD back here. Actually, we'll maneuver. But it's pretty effective advance on the enemy so far. Giving some kind of formation. And because we have a new fob, we dropped his bomb, so hopefully they do their stuff. But yeah, we're just continuing to advance on the enemy from both sides. There we go. Boom, boom. Green Jackets advancing, covered by the Abrams. Very nice. The SAS and the Delta Force are just going to keep leapfrogging. He's completely out, so we'll tell him to go back and refurb. Him too. Did their job. Good stuff. And then these guys, I don't know what's going on back there. They're in formation. So they're popping the enemy. But I don't know if you guys are watching. 44,552 damage to the enemy, and we have taken no losses. So that's really good for us. Now watch me take some losses here. Saying that. But the advances have been pretty effective. We're going to continue to advance our moving units and our tank. Now that we have, so he's got some, what's this? Some units here. We can bring in some support. Delta Force needs to go ahead and see if they can pop that and advance past the enemy there. Just so that if we do take this position, which we won't take immediately. Like they might have some like anti-air back here. But oh no, that's the game. So 10 minutes, full blitz, 45-85. Total blitzkrieg attack with no losses. I am like super surprised, guys. That was actually like a really amazing fight. We got the Leopard's marksman. Some honorable mentions. So the Leopards did good. I thought on the left there I was gonna lose some tanks because they had that big push. I didn't know what it was. It could have been tanks. It could have been anything. Leopard's marksman did their job. Leopard 2 130s absolutely wrecked the enemy. Good lead tank, beefy tank, 27 AP. You have the Patriot doing its job. really good support. Delta 4 is doing its job. Cobra's great support. These Abrams, they've got 2450 meters on their range, which outranges most tanks, and AP I think is 20. So because of that, them being able to, and his name's Lee, go figure, for him to be able to pop, you know, stuff at range is good. The Javelin did very good. Marksman did good. This guy, look at that. Buck, tank, just mixing it up. Delta Force, honorable mentions to the Delta Force and the light rifleman. Man, look at that. See what I'm saying? Look at this. Light rifleman, T80, 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 T80. You can take out multiple tanks with one of these light rifleman and striker. So these guys are probably in a combo, and they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units just by one unit. That is a good return on investment when it comes to units. Light rifleman again, another T80. Good trading. Fire and forget, baby. I'll take it all day. More Delta Force, Delta Force, Delta Force. Good stuff. Comanche coming in clutch, baby. He had the total line, so he popped some Spetsnaz. Probably needs BTRs. Yeah, BTR, and another BTRM. So each one of his missiles found its mark. Outstanding. Yeah, all around good match. No losses. You don't see that every day. These gazelles that we called in actually got a couple of hits. Everything kind of just came in as it needed to be. So if you guys like what you've been seeing, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and you know, take me out on a date. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I absolutely love this game. If you guys do want to play against me or have a match, just download the game. I always put the download in the description. So just go download the game and we can play. All right, guys. So that'll do it. This is your boy Desert Fox signing off. Have a great day and goodbye.